Maybe I'll just get fat.
Oh, stop. Oh, my God.
What?
I have 1 carrot they gave me. 1 2-inch carrot.
It's mostly Jackie. Sorry, Robin. Come on, do your job already.
Oh, my goodness. We got to talk to Bob Guccione Jr. He must be having a wonderful time now. They have an article in the business section of the paper where he's offering to help out his dad. His dad, Bob Guccione Sr., who owns Penthouse, who he hasn't been speaking to for 9 years.
What do you mean?
Apparently, Bob Guccione Sr. is having some financial difficulty now.
Wow.
He just had to close down Longevity and Omni magazines, and he laid off 45 people.
How's that possible that he's having trouble?
I don't know. But they say he's got some kind of $9 million payment coming up to his investors that they're afraid he won't be able to make. And Bob Guccione Jr. is now sitting around going, hey, I'd like to help out me dad.
Spin Magazine's doing that well? Bob Guccione Jr. has Spin.
Yes.
He wants to be like his dad, but they don't talk to each other and stuff. Yeah, okay, we'll get him on the phone. It's about time we did that.
Yeah, I want to hear how he's crowing about his father's difficulties here. Yeah, he has a $9 million debt payment to his bondholders in June, and some investors think that Bob Guccione Sr. won't be able to make the payment.
$9 million? That's like chicken feed to him, I thought. He's got a gold B-Day.
He's got all those gold fixtures in the house.
Huh. As long as Jackie gets paid for his joke page, who cares?
Guccione Jr. is now saying that he would like to buy Omni from his dad to help him out.
Wow.
But he's not sure that he could afford to pay for it. He doesn't know exactly what the asking price is, but he thinks they're asking too much.
That's a great little burn, isn't it?
Yeah. He's sitting there. Yeah, Dad won't talk to me. No problem. I'll just get in the paper and say, yeah, I wish I could help him out.
Yeah. Believe me, he ain't doing that well either.
I got Spin under control.
I don't think Spin's under control.
Well, he's acting like it is.
No.
He's acting like Spin is a big deal.
Yeah.
They called Spin profitable. Well, you're throwing up. I'll just keep going. They called Spin a profitable magazine.
I'm going to vomit.
You're making me sick. I'm like, sorry.
Man. Oh, get out of here, Pew. I smell better than you any day, Jackie.
Oh, please.
So, there you have it. Spin magazine doing better than Penthouse, it looks right now. Do you think Bob Guccione can really have all that money?
No. I think Bob Guccione Sr. personally has a lot of money, and then maybe business-wise, Penthouse isn't. They have so many competitors, Penthouse. Everybody now is showing Beaver. So, the old days it only was Penthouse, so it's a problem for him. That's probably why he even finally agreed to meet some of his employees, Bob Guccione Sr.
Yeah.
Things are bad.
Oof. Well, they're saying here that Spin has a circulation of 470,000 and revenues of $17 million.
I doubt that very much. I don't believe that. First of all, newspaper reporters will write down anything you say when you tell them it's worth that much.
I mean, it looks like Spin is happening here. It says that it's read around the world, and it also produces TV and radio entertainment programs.
Yeah. Where have you heard it? Where have you seen those TV shows?
I don't know where that is.
And what do they say their revenues are a year?
$17 million.
Don't believe it. If they're clearing $3 million, they're lucky.
I'm just telling you what I read in the paper.
Well, Bob Guccione Sr.'s fine. Hugh Hefner's on food stamps. I don't know if you read that. There's plenty of money to be made in that porno mag stuff.
Isn't it interesting that President Clinton is now saying that for his re-election, he is not going to ask voters to return to the return the Congress to the Democrats. He's not going to ask them to vote Democratic during the election. He's going to try to find common ground with Republicans. He says campaigning solely on party would be self-defeating.
Well, you know why? He sees what's going on. Look at this guy, Steve Forbes. He's now capturing the public's imagination, and why? Because he's really outside politics in some people's minds. He's not a guy who, in my mind, I think it's kind of good to have a guy with a political background, but he's captured, people are sick of politicians, and they're responding to that. So Clinton is somehow trying to make himself into a new kind of candidate. Hey, it doesn't matter. I'm not affiliated with any party.
Yeah, but what is the purpose of having a party system? And he was nominated by his party. They supported his election, and now he's abandoning them.
I don't know. That's a really heavy question. I need more than carrots to think of an answer on that.
No, I'm really thinking about this. I said, the one thing you can do is say, all right, what do the Republicans stand for? And if I like what they stand for, then I can vote for the Republicans. Are they going to turn into something else once they get into office? If they see, things aren't going quite so well, I voted for their agenda. We wanted to see if that worked. We have a big mess in this country where nobody knows what they're doing because nobody holds the line.
Give me a break. I don't have an answer.
Oh, jeez.
My microwave blew a fuse. I'm waiting for potatoes. I got a problem. I got a problem a little more important than Clinton saying that he's an independent thinker.
It just seems to me that everybody's all over the place and all they think of is themselves. He wants to be president so bad he'll say anything.
Nothing wrong with that.
Doesn't matter whether he can get it done or not, or whether he believes in it or not.
Jackie's like that.
It doesn't matter.
Say what you have to.
And he's also beginning to campaign against Steve Forbes, so obviously he doesn't want to meet him in an election sometime in the fall. He says that the millionaire publisher's plan for a flat tax would explode the deficit.
I don't know about that. I just don't think it brings any new money to the table. I told you what I thought the taxes should be. Taxes should be a national sales tax on everything. That's the tax, because then all these people with underground money, billions and billions of dollars of people in this country do not pay taxes. Billions of dollars go into the black market. There's an underground economy in this country. There's a lot of cash business going on. So if every time you had to buy... No, I don't... I say get away with federal income tax. You don't need it anymore. It takes too long. It's too hard to figure out. Get rid of state tax. Get rid of everything. One big giant tax on food, on gas, on clothes, on everything. And that way everyone has to pay. Everyone.
You don't think an underground economy would be spawned
as
a result?
So. No.
Oh, absolutely it would.
No.
Because there would always be poor people saying we can't afford to pay those higher taxes on clothing and food, etc. So then they'd have a black market again.
Poor people want Nike, they want Adidas. I know what they want.
They can get that on the underground market.
Not the way I'm going to set it up.
Oh.
But you see, I'll shoot him if I see him. It's got to have a special sticker on there. We got to take a break, Robin.
All right.
We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1, The Eagle.
Penile.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Watch me make Jackie laugh. Penile. He's a baby.
All you have to do is say a word
Yeah.
and he just guffaws.
Penalized. See, look at him. He's nuts. Like a baby. Very low grade sense of humor. I'm very highbrow. I'm 5th grade. He's like 2nd grade. Anyway, what else is in the news, Robin?
Well, Magic Johnson returned to the NBA last night. Here is the call of Magic entering the court.
How funny is it? How funny is it that his name is Magic Johnson?
That's great.
Probably at parties, all the girls were like, oh, you are a Magic Johnson. Thank you, baby.
I got some work to do.
Well, that's Magic himself. Hold on. I messed up.
Number 1, I think you should be playing.
What's the guy's name? Chick?
Yeah, it's just the announcer doing the announcement.
It's called Chick Hearn, I think.
Oh, just play number 1.
Yeah, well, how do I know? So I played the one called Magic Johnson. See? Huh? What? All right, here we go. Magic Johnson coming into the Los Angeles Forum. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Here comes Magic.
Sounds like me wherever I go.
His 13th year, career average 19, 52% field goals, 4% free throws. The Magic is back.
Girls, Magic's back. Is there any chance he could have given AIDS to the entire crowd?
No.
You don't know anything about this terrible disease.
I certainly do.
You don't know that they didn't all get it. Imagine they all got it. Hey, now. He'd be drummed out of the NBA for sure then.
Magic played for 27 minutes last night. He made 19 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds in that 27 minutes. And
that's hard to do when they wrap you in rubber.
The Los Angeles Lakers to a 128 win, 128-118 win over the Golden State Warriors.
So he played well.
Yes, he did. And I hadn't seen Magic in a long time. He's fat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you have AIDS, you don't want to look thin. You know what I mean? Because then people are like, uh-oh.
So he put on the weight to look healthier?
Oh, of course.
Oh, that's too funny.
So when they played, did anyone even go near him? Did they touch him? Like, did he just have free reign over the entire court?
Now stop that.
Did anyone block him?
Here is a guy who blocked him. This was Golden State Warrior Joe Smith. He guarded Magic last night.
And did anything happen to him? Does he have AIDS now?
No, he doesn't.
No? You don't know that. Did they give him a blood test? Magic Johnson scored 19 points in 2 minutes. No one would go near him.
So the team ran the locker.
Yeah, you going to really put up a fight against Magic Johnson?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, baby. All right, here's Joe Smith.
He was coming down, he was going left with the hook, right with the hook, making great passes, rebounding, handling the ball. I mean, he was doing everything that he was doing, in his prime.
So I wasn't going to block him.
And me saying that, made me feel like a child again.
So he's the guy who had to block him?
He was the guard. He was on Magic on it, yeah.
Well, he's like, hey, man, he did great.
Let him go.
Let him go, baby.
Let him go.
Let him shoot from behind.
Wonder if they drew straws to see what.
Yeah, right. I ain't doing it.
Now, you two really would be that worried about playing with a guy with AIDS.
I'm more worried about Jackie's black man impression. You hear that again?
I ain't doing it.
What was that, Jack?
That wasn't an impression.
Yeah, right.
What?
Do your impression of the guard saying he doesn't...
I ain't doing it.
He's lightning all of a sudden.
Yeah. Don't look over here.
Amos and Andy. Anyway, yes.
Here's Warrior guard Tim Hardaway. He said Magic looked a little nervous at first.
Not as nervous as the players.
He was very, very nervous out there for the first 2 or 3 minutes. After he made his first shot, he was all downhill from there. He was like, all right, let's go, let's roll.
It was all downhill from there. He didn't mean to say that, I'm sure. Those guys are funny. After he made his first shot, it was all downhill from there. He
meant all downhill for his team.
Oh, I see. I thought he meant like all smooth sailing.
No, he meant all downhill because then the Magic was Magic and we got beat.
Wow.
So here's Magic Johnson on his experience last night.
I got some work to do, basically, and I just got to also learn the guys. That's important now. We got to learn how they have to learn how to play with me. I have to learn how to play with them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to fit in, how we're going to do everything.
I'd rather play with them than against them. I'm telling you, they're going to win every game now. They're going to beat the Chicago Bulls.
Well, the Chicago Bulls have won 16 straight, and they go to Los Angeles on Friday.
No one's going to bother with Magic. Wait, who's supposed to guard Magic? I'm going to watch that game.
I don't know who's supposed to, but I know that it was TNT that carries the basketball. They changed the schedule so that they would air the next 2 Laker games.
Good.
For sure. They were not supposed to be on the schedule.
You ain't going to see Dennis Rodman, do you?
Dennis said he has no problem playing with a guy with AIDS.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I say psychologically it weighs in.
I say it because he said it to me.
All right.
I don't even know how that came up, but he did say that.
And he was trying to get in your pants, so he was trying to act liberal.
I see. But he said he had no problem at all with that. He doesn't understand what the big hubbub is all about.
He's right. I have no problem with him playing against a guy with AIDS either.
You have a problem with you playing against the guy.
Nah, I mean, listen, I'm glad Magic Johnson's back. I am.
It's amazing that a guy who, he's much heavier than he was when he used to play all the time, could play so well in his first game.
You see, he like 50,000 hamburgers to keep his weight up. See?
There's also some encouraging news about the AIDS virus. The number of Americans living with HIV is actually going down.
Oh, is that right?
You believe that it was going up.
No, I'm glad to hear that. I think there is a way to stop AIDS. I mean, it's a drastic measure, but people have to keep it in their pants, like I do.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Oh. Oh, you're saying there's a lot of people living a long time with it? Oh, I see. Oh, I thought there was better news. Sorry.
Researchers say that this year about 10,000 more Americans will die from HIV than will catch it.
Well, that's good.
So fewer people are getting the disease, too.
Right.
They also say that...
now that Magic isn't having sex with everybody.
Stop it.
He's had a lot of sex, that guy. He admits it.
He did have. I don't know what he's doing now.
That's what they ought to ask him.
Nobody ever asked that question.
Like, is his wife giving him any? Could she be that brave?
I don't know.
Yeah?
But, you know,
or does she just, like, use her
I
hand?
have heard other people who have HIV-positive partners say they practice safe sex.
I think she probably just uses her hand and gets out of the way real quick.
From another room.
Right. She drills a hole in the wall, uses her hand through the wall. Magic stands there.
It's like when they give you an X-ray, they hook you up to the machine and go up to the other room.
Gary, do me a favor. Get Magic Johnson's wife on the phone. Please.
Cookie.
No,
Cookie Johnson.
You know how they handle
her name is Cookie? You know Cookie is the name for a vagina?
Yeah.
A lot of girls use that name?
Yes, that's true.
They both have, like, private part names. She's Cookie and he's Magic Johnson. That is weird, man. I did not know that.
In another report, researchers say they have developed a single blood test that can forecast an AIDS patient's survival time. Good Lord. So now they can give you this death sentence and tell you how long it's going to take.
See, I wouldn't want to know that.
They say they now have a test to determine who will become a long-term survivor and who won't.
All I know is Magic Johnson's outliving everybody.
Well, he just got HIV. He's doesn't have AIDS.
No, I did not know that. I thought he had AIDS.
No, he didn't. He doesn't have AIDS.
I still don't know the difference. Sounds like all AIDS to me. HIV, AIDS.
What you want to know what the presidential candidates do for exercise?
Go ahead. You know what? I am interested.
All right. I don't even know who Lamar Alexander is, but they say he's a presidential candidate. He walks 1 hour every morning.
You know what I read that Steve Forbes does?
What?
He eats little carrots.
No, he doesn't. I have it right here.
Right.
Patrick Buchanan, who won the Alaska straw poll, jogs 2 miles a day.
He's really working. He's a hunk.
Bob Dole
waves his arm. he deadlifts his arm.
Uses a treadmill.
What does he do with it?
I don't know.
He looks at it.
Bob Dornan.
I know he doesn't do chin-ups.
Bob Dornan does push-ups and crunch sit-ups. Steve Forbes uses a Nordic track 3 times a week for 20 minutes. Phil Graham said absolutely nothing on this subject.
Yeah, you don't look like a guy in shape.
And Dick Lugar runs 4 times a week.
Is that right?
Yes. Their favorite dessert...
He ought to run to a TV camera, because I don't know who he is.
He should run by a camera.
You're not kidding. Who is he?
Run where they're filming something.
Right. Right, Robin.
Their favorite dessert. This might help you with your voting. Lamar Alexander likes chocolate ice cream. Patrick Buchanan, the Grand Marnier Soufflé is his favorite.
How is everybody eating this stuff and not weighing 200,000 pounds?
Bob Dole, chocolate ice cream. Bob Dornan, apple pie. Steve Forbes, apple pie. Get it?
Right.
Phil Graham still has no response. And Dick Lugar says, give me the fudge sundae.
Fudge, get it?
You know what my dessert is? An apple. I'm still fat.
I thought it was those new carrots. Emergency operators in Los Angeles took 5 million calls last year. That's the 911 number.
4 million of them were from Captain Jenks.
80% of them were not true emergencies, they say. Instead, the callers to 911 wanted general information like directions to Disneyland, the time of day, or traffic reports. Now, can you imagine tying up 911 with this kind of stuff?
That's unbelievable.
One caller called to find out what the best seats were at the L.A. Coliseum.
Wow.
So...
people are really dumb.
Why don't they just hang up when people call with this stupid stuff.
You know that I'd like to see the people who are doing this. I doubt half of them even look like Americans. You know that. A lot of them are probably retarded adults. It can't be normal.
80% of the calls.
Oh, please. It's absurd, Robin. Let's call them up and ask them for something stupid.
You can't call 911 from here.
No. We're not allowed to have police protection over here. We're on our own.
No, I mean, you can't call them in Los Angeles from here.
Right.
Now, this is ridiculous. A police officer shot another police officer today at the scene of a reported burglary in a Harlem supermarket. Now, they don't tell me all the details. I'm hoping this is not one of those situations where we had another black police officer shot. Because a non-black police officer thought he was the criminal because he had a gun. But thank goodness it was not a life-threatening injury. The guy was shot in the shoulder.
Right.
And he's now in Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. The sergeant who shot him has been treated for trauma at Lutheran Hospital. The shooting occurred at 2:43 in the morning when the officers went to the Bravo supermarket where a burglary was reported. One officer and a partner went up the back fire escape while the sergeant and his driver went up to the rooftop for to get to a front stairway or by a front stairway. Once on the roof, the sergeant saw a figure with a gun and fired a round at it.
Do they sell
the officer once in the shoulder?
Sell carrots at that Bravo? Trying to find a place that sells peeled carrots.
I don't know, but we still seem to have... I hope this is not one of those incidents. I did hear that in Maryland they had another case where a man has now been accused of the murder of his wife.
Yeah.
This man was shot in the leg, and his wife was shot 6 times. When the police got there, he claimed that during a robbery attempt, a black assailant shot him and his wife. Of course, the wife dies. And now this guy has been arrested. And they claim he hired somebody.
I see.
To kill his wife. You know, they got suspicious because he was shot once in the leg and the wife was shot 6 times.
Right, right. That's always pretty weird.
So, we got to stop doing that in this country. It's not working anymore to just accuse black people of the crime.
Yeah, it used to work.
You got to be more creative than that from now on.
It was this black guy. He shot my wife. He was calling her a white bitch. Yeah, the cops can see through that stuff pretty good.
So just stop doing it.
Imagine you really are robbed, and the guy does kill your wife, and he just shoots you in the leg by a black guy.
That would be a good come up.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what do you do? Like, I would just say, look, forget it, lock me up.
Shoot me. Shoot me
like
again.
John Smith trying to register in a motel.
Yeah, right. What happens if it really does happen?
You would ask the guy to shoot you again, please.
Yeah. Give me a second bullet.
You got to help me out here. Oh. O.J. will have to be back for his continued deposition on February 19th.
Look out.
Lawyers on both sides yesterday agreed to let O.J. go and get a nice reprieve and a relax from the grilling he's been taking until February 19th because I guess some problems with the lawyers' scheduling. So now it'll be February 19th before O.J. has to speak again.
Well, that's fair.
His attorneys were claiming that the attorneys for the Goldmans and the Simpsons were just harassing their client by asking him questions.
Yeah. Well, maybe a little harassment, makes sense here. What's it like to defend O.J.? What's it like to know the guy's guilty and, you got to sit there and pretend like he's not?
One of these days we ought to try to get Robert Shapiro on this show. I understand he is miserable about having worked on this case.
Okay, he should be. Of course, all those guys should be. Anybody with a conscience would.
I'd just like to know what he's miserable about.
I'm not sure, but I would imagine it's just the thought that, my God, you defended a guy who is so clearly guilty and murdered 2 innocent people, and it's like, I think he's fed up with the jury.
Yeah.
He was like, we didn't even do that good a job. This freaking jury. He knows Johnny Cochran's a crummy lawyer. The whole thing's wacky. O.J.'s mad that they didn't put him in jail, I think.
I'm 100% guilty.
Right.
People are still talking about Don Simpson. In fact, they're talking about him more now than they ever did when he was alive, I bet. It just so happens that 4 former prostitutes have written a book about their life in the fast lane in Hollywood. And Simpson's name appears in the book. He's the producer who was found dead in his house a couple of weeks ago.
He was going to produce a movie with Jackie. It's too bad he died.
That's a shame. He was a very famous producer. He had worked on Beverly Hills Cop, Flashdance, a number of blockbuster films. And he worked with this guy, Jerry Bruckheimer. They were partners. But Jerry broke off with him a couple of weeks before his death because the guy was so out of control on drugs and he was refusing to go into rehab. So he was found in his house, dead, with a book in his hand. And it was the book, You'll Never Make Love in This Town Again, written by those 4 prostitutes.
Wish it was my book.
No, you didn't like
it. Would have been great.
If you'd written about him, maybe he would have been holding on to your book.
I would have paid for that.
But they did write about him in the book. And that's what everybody's talking about. They say it's the most faxed portion of a book in Los Angeles history.
Right.
Everybody's faxing it to each other because he was really into S&M, according to these women. And they actually had a videotape of Simpson with a dominatrix and some young girl all tied up with that ball in her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Super.
And they said the things that they were doing to this girl should have gotten them both put in prison.
Really? Really, man. Boy, I'm missing out on everything.
They're really into this stuff, and he called this kind of sadomasochistic activity sexual healing.
Really,
he
man?
said he planned to heal people through his method of having sadomasochistic sex.
I can't do that with my wife. I put a ball in her mouth. That's it. It's over.
So now everybody's talking about him and his demise, and it looks like he was reading about himself when he died. It's a wild thing. We're still waiting for the toxicology report to see exactly what killed him. Hillary Clinton...
Does embarrassment show up in a toxicology report?
Hillary Clinton has more... every time we find out a little more about Hillary, apparently with all these investigations going on, it only leads to more questions.
Right.
So now they're saying, these records they found that she had to go to the grand jury and testify about, those financial records, the billing records from her office.
Right.
They don't seem to match up with anybody else's representation of what her law firm did for these Whitewater partners of hers.
Is she going to jail or not? I'm sick of this.
I just keep hearing and seeing all this stuff, and none of it seems to make any sense, and I don't know where any of it is leading. Hillary still says she didn't do anything wrong.
I wish somebody would put it simply. It's like the Democrats are screaming this is just a witch hunt and there's nothing there anyway. The Republicans are saying, hey, we're on to something. I mean, they got her to show up in front of a grand jury. I'm too stupid to know what is going on.
I don't think anybody does yet.
Man, I'm not sure what all this is leading to.
I think that every time they find something, they just decide to investigate further.
Every day is a new revelation. I'm not even sure it's their kid anymore, that Chelsea. Who knows?
Fox is going to launch a 24-hour all-news network.
Thank God, we need that.
That will make it, I guess, 5.
What drives this guy, Rupert Murdoch? I've met him. The guy's an old guy, not a young man. What drives him?
How old is he?
He's like, I think he's in his 70s.
I think you're right. Yeah, that could be a good age for him.
He looked about Jackie's age. Jackie looks like he's 70. No, but I mean, like, he's into
what
it.
Drives him.
He's totally driven. The guy's a billionaire. It's like, what do you care? Why are you starting a news network? I mean, I think it's great, but more work for more people. But what drives these guys at some point? Like, you own everything already.
And he owns it all over the world. I mean, okay, what other...
What's left? Like,
thing do you want to conquer?
Does he just want to hang and, like, mellow out? Or maybe he does mellow out.
Maybe he's enjoying this.
He must love it. Yeah. He must love it.
Because they're going to do it, and they say that, NBC already has plans to do one of these 24-hour news channels. ABC is getting into the deal, and they think CBS might be announcing sometime next year.
Yeah.
So they're all doing it.
We need more news. Every news channel has the same exact news. We need more.
Well, that's what Murdoch says. He's going to be the alternative.
No, he's not.
It's going to look different.
It's going to be 24 hours a day, the same other crap.
Ellen DeGeneres will host the Grammy Awards this year.
Hey!
Let me take a guess. I'm clairvoyant. She's going to wear black pants a black jacket with sneakers.
Well, now we'll have to see. The Grammys are going to be on February 28th at 8 o'clock on CBS. So we'll have to see if your prediction is correct. And Pauly Shore has signed a deal with Fox to star in his own sitcom, according to Variety.
Let me guess what he's going to wear on that show. Did you see the premise of the... Pauly Shore did a whole bunch of bad movies, so I think now, that's it on the movies.
You think? I see him still coming out.
I don't know.
Biodome was just released.
Yeah, and it's also out of the theaters. So, maybe they dried up that well, and somehow they got Fox to go along with the series. And the comedy premise is Pauly Shore is like this mixed-up kid who doesn't do things right, and his father... Does he still look like he's bald? He doesn't look like a kid anymore.
No, he's not a kid anymore.
He looks like about 35 years old. Can he still be a screwed-up kid?
Well, if you look at Melrose Place and 90210, I guess he could.
I guess.
Aren't some of those characters losing their hair?
Yeah, you got a guy like Fred who's a trained actor, and Pauly Shore gets a sitcom?
Go figure.
What about Fred as a kid, a confused kid? I can believe that.
It ain't fair! And finally, at the top of the show this morning, you did a lovely tribute to a guy we both knew and worked with.
Who's that, Robin? I forgot already.
Oh, come on.
Dan Duva.
Yes, I did.
Boxing promoter and also the promoter of our pay-per-view special a couple of years ago.
A friend of the Howard Stern Show. Good guy.
Died the other day at the age of 44.
Young guy, young family, nice wife.
And you did a very wonderful tribute.
Thank you.
At the top of the show, but I thought I'd let a few other people remember Dan. Here is Bob Arum, a man who worked in the fight promotion business with him.
I'm sure his comments are not anywhere near what mine are.
In comparison to the weight and sensitivity of yours.
If you missed my tribute, I'm sure they'll be re-airing it on CBS News tonight with Dan Rather.
The tremendous tragedy is that he's was a young man, 45 years of age, had
44.
3 young children. And so this is a horrible, horrible thing to have happen.
Sounds like your tribute.
Yeah, but I was better.
He ripped you off.
That guy just stole everything I said. And not only that, I remember going to lunch with Dan Duva one time at the Friars Club.
Yes.
And because I have such a bad memory, I have no more of the anecdote than that.
Oh,
I did go to lunch with him, though. Thank you. That was it.
Here is heavyweight fighter Evander Holyfield.
Thought I'd share that with you.
One of Duva's clients.
Evander Holyfield?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan hooked up with him before. He hooked up with a lot of these boxers.
Well, his father trained Evander Holyfield.
Oh.
When you look at all the other promoters, I hadn't really dealt with them. And a lot of fighters do change promoter. I've had no reason to change. So Dan did a good job, and he was always willing to correct things that was wrong.
Too many blows to the head for Evander. What a tribute, huh? Completely unintelligible. The hell was he talking about? Remember when he could talk?
Was just a few years ago.
I don't know what's sadder, Dan Duva dying or Evander's eulogy. What the hell was that? I heard brain cells dying during that. What was that?
That's not nice.
No, I got to go back and listen to that again.
Evaluate his eulogy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, when a great guy like Dan Duva dies, I think people can pull it together for a few minutes and say something nice. And if you can, just have it written down.
When you look at all the other promoters, I hadn't really dealt with them. And a lot of fighters do change promoter.
This is not an opportunity to get on national media and obliterate the English language.
Had no reason to change, so Dan did a good job, and he was always willing to correct things that was wrong.
Did someone come in the room and he goes, "What's wrong?" I don't know, man.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, because Dan was always talking about Evander. What a great guy. He even brought him by.
Evander.
He brought him by for me to meet one time.
Really?
Yeah, I met him somewhere. I met Evander. I was like, I don't even know. Everything's foggy.
Because Dan was always saying that. I gotta get you to meet Evander.
Yeah, I know. He never really introduced anyone to it. We just was like, I gotta get you to meet him. He'd say that to Fred.
That's why I love him.
Great guy. Great guy.
Wonderful man, and
next to me, one of the nicest guys on the planet.
Very sad for his family. Also in the news, they're saying that this is a terrible oversight. You know, they've
Jackie wasn't nominated for a Grammy?
Right. They have named the members of the All-Star game. The NBA has this All-Star game in mid-season.
Yes.
It's a big deal, I guess, to go there. And this year, they didn't name Dennis Rodman.
Oh.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Well, you have a certain commitment to him, so...
Commitment?
Well, I don't know.
You have more of a commitment than I do.
Dennis Rodman is my boyfriend.
Oh, stop that.
I dated him once and we're set for our second date. Love him.
I want to be his children.
Now you've really gone off your rocker.
I'm on the fence, and I'm so proud of every inch of you. He's got big blonde hair and all those tattoos and pierced belly.
All right.
But he won't be playing on the All-Star team.
Tremendous oversight.
Don't know why that happened.
A lot of the players aren't fond of him, I guess.
Oh, isn't this one of those things? Who votes on that All-Star team?
I don't know.
Is that like sports writers or something?
Yeah.
Or is it fans? I don't know how that works.
Fans and sports writers.
Yeah, you don't know either.
Anyway, Robin,
that's what's happening.
thank you so much. I think we've run out of steam right now, and we go back and eat some carrots. Jackie Jokeman, before I get to your plug, let me just remind everyone, our dear friend Richard Lewis will be playing at the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas, February 1st through the 11th, and at Slapsticks in Baltimore, March 3rd and 4th. Richard Lewis, the funny comedian.
Go see him, and please ask him to continue to talk to us.
Yeah, if you see him in Vegas or Baltimore, tell him, hey, we have no beef with him. Jackie Penthouse, Joke Page, Marlowe. Get the very funny 2-hour video of his wild game, Stump the Joke Man, $15 plus $4 million shipping and handling. Valentine value. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Saturday night, February 10th at historic Homey Club Benet in Sayreville, New Jersey. For info and samples of Sergeant Pecker, call 516-922-WINE. Don't miss Stuttering John appearing in Tony and Tina's wedding this Wednesday and Thursday night. Stop by and see Steve the Gorilla Gorillo at the Hooters booth this Friday night at 7 p.m. during the Sports, Fishing, and Outdoor Expo at the Nassau Coliseum. If you're planning a wedding or party and you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. See him before he gets cancer.
My tumors have tumors.
And we'll see you tomorrow.